Hey, hey, what? Ray Mack, hey, what? Hey, what? Welcome to Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. Love and not hate. Love and not hate. Welcome to Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. Love and not hate. What? Love and not hate. Come on. Welcome to Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill.
Hey YouTube family, what's up? This your boy Ray Mack. Look, I got a treat for you guys today. This is for the old school and the new school. I'm doing a peach cobbler, something that you would definitely love and it will bring back home when grandma and them used to be in the kitchen. Y'all come on here, let's get into this here video. You're gonna need 1 stick of butter, and I'm using 2 bags of these sliced frozen peaches, and I got these from Walmart. And you're gonna need a nice Dutch oven for this as well, okay? Get you a deep pot for this, and you'll definitely love it, over medium-high heat. So I got me some brown sugar, okay? Now with the brown sugar, I'm using at least around about a good half a cup, and then I'm using 1/3 cup of white sugar, all right? And then I'm also going to toss in some of this here. This is that sugar baby from Misha's Corner. Misha developed this. She used it for apples and peaches and all kinds of goodness. So this is a nice sugary blend. All right. You could use cinnamon sugar with this as well. But I'm also going to throw in some ground allspice, which is about a teaspoon of allspice. Then I'm going to toss in some cinnamon. So I at least want about a good teaspoon of cinnamon as well. And I'm also going to toss in some of this nutmeg. Y'all, this is going to be some flavorful peach cobbler. Trust and believe me. So I'm going to use a pinch of salt just to give this a nice savory taste as well. It's going to be good, y'all. I'm telling you. And then I'm going to toss in some of my mother-in-law homemade pear preserve. Yes, Lord, this woman can make some of the best pear preserve in the whole wide world. And I like how the pear preserve will add more flavor to this here peach cobbler. Now, these are optional. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to go ahead and give this a stir. Like I said, I'm cooking this over medium-high heat. And I want this to come to a nice little simmer. And I'm cooking it for at least around about a good 15 to 20 minutes until we go to this step. So I got me some slurry, some flour and some water mixture. And I just want to add this slurry in so we could thicken up this sauce for our peach cobbler. I love some thickened sauce for the peach cobbler. How many of you guys like peach cobbler? Will you choose apple cobbler over peach cobbler, or blueberry cobbler, strawberry cobbler? What's your favorite cobbler? Comment below and tell me your thoughts. So I let this cook for additional 15 minutes over the stove. Now I'm just going to add some flour to the table, because I got me some Pepperidge Farm puff pastry. All right, so I want to go ahead and just roll this baby out and layer it on the table, roll it out and flatten it just a little bit, because I like how the puff pastry will give me that super crust for this peach cobbler. And I'm just going to dust a little bit more of the flour on top of this here puff pastry, so when I get ready to use my rolling pin, it won't stick to the rolling pin. So I'm gonna go ahead and flatten this baby out. Y'all do me a favor and don't go nowhere, because if you do, you're gonna miss something good. Right now I have my crust ready to go, and I'm taking my rolling pin and I want to roll this crust up on the rolling pin, because I want to lay this down on the bottom of this here pan. And I'm going to have me a bottom crust for my cobbler. A lot of people don't have or don't use bottom crust for their cobblers, but I love it. All right, this gives me more crust to eat, because I eat more crust than I do pie filling anyway, to be honest with you guys. So now what I want to do, I want to take some of this sugar babies created by Misha's Corner. She has a YouTube channel, Misha's Corner. Check her out. And I'm gonna put this into the shaker bottle, right? I got my oven set at 375 degrees, okay? So now I wanna take some of this here sugar babies and spread it right on that bottom crust. I want to put this in the oven for at least around about 5 minutes or so, 5 to 8 minutes, just so that the crust could have a nice little texture. I don't want this to cook it fully, but then after that, I want to take my pie filling and I want to spread it right on the bottom of this and try to level everything out as much as possible, okay? Because that crust is gonna soak up, it's gonna soak up all of that goodness, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm telling you right now, I will definitely mess up your cobbler if you tell me to cut some. I'm gonna take more crust than I will filling, because I just love the crust of a cobbler when it's soaked up in the juice and everything else. So I took the top part of this here, the second half of the puff pastry, did the exact same thing as I did with the bottom, and I put it on top. And then with that, I want to go ahead and just try to spread it out evenly as much as possible to where it's going to cover up the whole cobbler. All right. Then I want to take a fork and start poking holes in it. This will give us a good ventilation for our peach cobbler. Now, once that is done, okay, I took me some butter and I melt the butter in the microwave. So I want to take this butter and start spreading some of this melted butter on top of the crust. This is going to give us a nice browning to our puff pastry once we cook it in the oven. And I still have my oven set at 375 degrees. Remember, when I put this in the oven, the filling is already done. The only thing I want to do is just look for the browning of the crust. So I'm taking some of this sweet babies again, and I want to sprinkle this right on top of this cobbler. Now, if you don't have this, you could just use sugar and cinnamon mixed together. Make you a sugar and cinnamon combination, and you could do the exact same thing. Put it into a sugar bottle and a seasoned bottle, and do the exact same thing that I'm doing. So right now I'm tossing this into the oven, and I just want to brown the crust. Once that crust is brown, this is how it looks, y'all. I'm telling you, this look just like how grandma used to do it. This look like how your mama used to do it. And it smells so good. I'm telling you right now, that sauce from the peach cobbler just soaked up in this crust, man. Don't tell me to cut your peach cobbler. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna take more crust than I would filling. I'm not lying, because I just love the good taste of a peach cobbler or an apple cobbler or a strawberry cobbler with that crust. So I got some vanilla ice cream. I'm taking 2 scoops. I couldn't be greedy to try to get a third scoop in there, but 2 scoops will be all right. So I'm taking a heaping amount of that crust. Y'all, I told y'all I love that crust. A heaping amount of that crust, because that crust is soaked in all of that peach juice and stuff. Then I want to scoop some of the peaches and stuff out of there. I will get at least around about 85% crust, and the rest will be in peach filling. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a peach cobbler fan, but I love the crust of any cobbler. I don't care what kind of cobbler you make. Pear cobbler, I would take the crust and I would slap it down. But give this recipe a try. I guarantee you will love this recipe. What is your favorite cobbler that you would like to make or you would like to eat? Comment below and tell me exactly what cobblers you like. Thank you. Hey YouTube family, what's up? This your boy Ray Mack. I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in, watching this here video. Y'all don't know how much I really do appreciate you. Do you like strawberry cobblers, peach cobblers, apple cobblers, sweet potato cobblers? What's your favorite cobbler? Comment below and let me know. And also do me another favor while you're down there. I want you to go ahead and tell me exactly what type of favorite recipes you would like to see in the near future, because I want to do greater and better things on this here channel for 2019. 2024. Now, on top of that, I want you guys to go ahead and give me a thumbs up, hit that smash that subscribe button if you're not a part of the Mack's family member, and comment below and tell me that you did subscribe to the channel, because I want to give you a personal thank you. Now, if nobody told you that they love you on the day, let me be the first one to tell you I love you, and there's nothing in this whole wide world that you could do about it. Love and not hate. Love somebody and hate nobody. Peace. I love you guys.